Mastering Cardinal Numbers in Prices and Money. Hello learners, welcome to another video in our series on Grammar Fundamentals. Today, we're going to focus on an exciting aspect of numbers and ordinals as determiners, the usage of cardinal numbers in prices and money. This topic often causes confusion, but with some practice, you'll soon get the hang of it. Before we jump into our main topic, let's refresh our memory on what cardinal numbers are. Simply put, these are the numbers we use for counting, like 1, 2, 3, and so on. In the context of money and prices, they're used to represent specific amounts. When it comes to prices, cardinal numbers are employed in a very straightforward manner. If an item costs $50, we simply say, the price is $50. Note the usage of the cardinal number, 50, here. Now, if the price includes cents, it's also simple. $3.45 would be $3.45. Note how the "and" replaces the decimal point. Large sums of money can be a little tricky. We usually use terms like thousand, million, or billion to represent these large amounts. For instance, $1,000 can be said as $1,000 or simply $1,000. For millions or billions, you might say $2 million as $2 million. In casual conversation, we often round off prices. For example, an item costing $4.99 might be referred to as about $5 or nearly $5. This rounding off is common in everyday conversation and less formal contexts. For prices less than $1, we use the word cents. For instance, a pack of gum costing 75 cents is said as 75 cents. And for something that costs exactly $1, we usually say $1, not $1. That wraps up our exploration of using cardinal numbers in prices and money. Remember, practice makes perfect. So try incorporating these rules into your everyday English conversations. We hope you found this video helpful and we look forward to seeing you in our next one. Happy learning!